I'm back. We were frozen. We'll have two, part one, part two so far. Poof, I'm back, Mermaid. I'm back. Sandra, I'm back. Renee, I'm back. Can you hear me and see me? I'm back. Thank you, Jenny. I looked up and it was frozen. It did that earlier before I went on. I got something on this and I don't know how. It's ink. Okay, we're going to start putting these pages together now. We have a lot of scoring to do. Taping, scoring. We won't get this finished today, but we will finish it next week. Now, the large pieces here, these large pieces, these are 9.5 by 7. You're going to put the long side at the top, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to score it at 5 inches. You're going to score it at 5, like so. Can you see that? I don't think. And then you are going to turn it portrait, and you're going to score it a 1/2 inch on each side. And I turn mine around and score it from the same side so I know they're the same. So you've got 3 score lines. You got the long side and you scored it at 5 inches. This is 9.5. So you got 4.5 inches here, 5 inches here. You're going to turn it portrait and you're going to score it a 1/2 inch on both sides. You're going to do that to all of them. Score at 5, long way, score at 5 inches, turn and score at a 1/2 inch. And I turned around. I know you could score from both, but I found if you score from different sides, they're not always the same. And I don't know why, but 5 inches, turn and do a 1/2 inch on each side. And you skip down. I skip down. I hate that when that happens. I can take my bone folder. If you have one of these bone folders, they have them in Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doo. You can kind of almost erase that. But it'll be okay. It's going to be covered up with pattern paper. We're going to cover all this with pattern paper. Probably won't get to that till next week. 1/2 inch on each side. Score it 5 inches on the long side. Turn it portrait and do it a 1/2 inch on each side. I like these pages. I'm trying to figure out something a little different, and I thought I kind of had an idea, and I didn't have time to sit down and really work it out. And I liked these. We've done the other. We fold it in half and up so many times. Okay, we've got those scored. Now we're going to score our pockets, our little pockets. You're going to take, and don't forget to punch your thumb. Now, if you don't have the envelope punch board, then you can use a little half circle or a circle or whatever. And then there is a tab punch. Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doo carries it. I do have it. I have no idea where it is right now. And I've been using this, I don't know, lately. So these are 5.5 by 3.5, and you're going to score these a 1/2 inch on all, and I'm going to do it this way, just make it faster, on all 3 sides. A 1/2 inch on all 2 short sides and the long side. Half, half, half. All 12 of them. These are your little, and then you're going to put in your thumb pull. Margaret Ann is going to remind me if I look up. Yeah, there's that thumb notcher. I have it. I've used it. I don't know where I put it. Terrible. Carol, has the G45 come in? I can't hardly wait. Half an inch on all 3 sides. and then we bevel that across. We cut that at a 45. I'll show you when we get there. For if there's any newbies, welcome. Or people that hasn't seen me make my albums, welcome. I cut these along the bottom to eliminate bulk, and I do it different than some do it. Not that theirs is wrong at all. I just like the way I do it. No, I think the way I do it eliminates more of the bulk. And the pattern I'm using is about 80 pounds. I mean the paper. I don't know what the paper is on our designer paper. Authentique. It's heavy. So is the paper for the 4th of July. It was a heavier, which I like. I really would like to wrap it because I like that and do our spine, everything all one, virtually looks like one piece. I just don't want it cracking. So I don't know. That's what we're going to do. We'll see what happens. We can always maybe fix it. Okay. That is, oh no, now we got to score our belly bands. And you need to score them a 1/2 inch on the shorts. I lay the long and then just do a 1/2 inch on each end. We're going to fold that under, and that's what's going to attach to our page. 1/2 inch on the short end. Well, you put the long side and then just do it a 1/2 on each side. We're going to decorate all of it with pattern paper. I didn't have time to, and I haven't even chosen it, quite frankly, what all we're going to do that way. Get this done and see where we are. Okay, that is all of our scoring. Any questions? Yeah, yes, Carol, it's like the one we did with the Home Sweet Home, which I loved. It's the same, and if you have those instructions, but I made instructions. For example, you're going to need 12 pieces at 3.5 by 5.5 for the pockets. You're going to need a 1.5 by 7 for the belly band, which is going to be from your scraps. And you are going to, of course, your 9.5 by 7 score at 5 inches, and then just like we scored it. I don't have the scoring down. So what we're going to do now, we're going to tape. I'm going to use 3/8 inch tape, score tape. We're going to tape and start putting her together, our pages. Now we're going to take the 6 by 6. Got to do this like an assembly line. This is our 9.5. Well, now first of all, this is our 9.5 by 7. You're going to fold this. Remember, we scored it at 5 inches, and then we scored it at a 1/2 inch from the top and the bottom. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to cut. Here is your 4.5 inches. Here's your 5 inches. We're going to cut off on the 4.5 inch side. We're going to cut this off to the first score line, and then chamfer it at the end, or angle it. I always have to turn this over. Okay, now I've got that forward the wrong way. I'm going to put one together here, and then so you can see it, and then I'll start doing it. So here is your 9.5 by 7. And we had scored it a 1/2 inch across the top and the bottom at the 5. The 5 folds over like so. And so you cut off on the 4.5-inch side, you cut off that 1/2 inch and then angle it. I'm going to angle the other end as well. I always angle them. Don't have to. And this is what's going to fit on your 6-inch piece. Like so. Now when you fold that, you're going to have this extra, but that's what you want. And this is going to be your pocket that fits on your hinge, and this is your pocket for your big tag. So let's do that, and then I'll get the others ready and we'll go through and do it. So I'm going to put score tape, 3/8 inch score tape on the tabs that's left after we cut off the other side, like so. I'm going to trim this off. I didn't trim that very well. Okay, now we're going to pull off. See, I tear this because I think it's faster, but then I have to go back and do this, so it probably isn't, but makes me think it is. Okay, now we're going to pull off the tape backing. Oh dear, give me one of these days. Now what I do, and here's your 6x6 square, this is your back. I take the bottom, I do the bottom, line that right up on the edge like so. I'll furnish it with, and then I just line that up along the edge, and it should, if everything is right with the world, just fall into place. And then I burnish. It's a little short. That's okay. I can trim that off. In fact, I think I will. I don't like that. Just a hair. I have book club tonight. I'm reading a book, and it's not the one for club. I started the one for club, and I just didn't like it. I used to would make myself finish a book. Okay, now we have that done. This is what's going to fit on your hinge. This is where your tag is going to fit, like so. Now, we're going to put down our little pockets. I'm going to finish this one, and then I'll just start doing my assembly. Now, I'm going to tape these with the tape, but if you see, there's a little corner. See that little square? Some people just cut out the square and fold it under. And I'll show you what I do. But I don't tape that square because we're going to cut it off. Now, I don't imagine I'm saving a roll of tape. But as many as we do, I'm saving some. You know. The inch is as good as a mile, they used to say. So you want 2 for each page. One on the front of the flap and one on the back. Can you see when I put my arm? I don't mean to. I don't know why I do that. Hard for you to see. Anything new and exciting out in the crafting world? I tell you, I really enjoyed the, and I'm not done with it, but I'm anxious to see if anybody's coming up with any brilliant ideas for the banner punch board. Okay, now we're going to fold these. Well, I'm going to cut them. Now, I cut these. Here's where this comes together, and a lot of it would just cut out that square. I cut it at a 45-degree angle, and you're going to say, oh my goodness. But let me show you when you do that. When you fold these, they come together on the back like so. And that makes them lay nicely, in my opinion. Rather than the square, you still have double thickness there, and it's still, I think, a lot of bulk. But there again, that's just me. And I've always done them this way. And it's kind of scary when you... So there again, we're going to lay these down. You can pull off your tape backing. We've done a ton of these. the regulars. Oh, we got some newbies. Okay. Now, I fold these up like so. I lay this corner down on this corner. Fold that under and line up your bottom. And then the other side of, oh, and I didn't, Margaret Ann. Oh, I don't know why I do that. Well, maybe get it off. We have got to cut the, and I just tore it. Great. Oh dear. Why do I not pay attention to myself? I did tear that a little bit, darn it. It'll be all right. We're going to cover it. Oh, well, I don't know where we're not. It's getting worse. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to make another one of these. Darn it. What is that acting up for? It's usually not that hard to get off. I can't get it off. Well, I've never had this trouble with this. Yeah, I tore it. Well, I don't know if I can fix that or not. Darn it. No, I'm going to have to redo that. I'm sorry. I tore it too bad. Usually they just come up and this is tearing too. Well, that took care of that. Just paper. I'm going to have to make another one of those long sides. Darn it. Darn it. Okay, it's okay. But I do have to take it off of here as well. Oh, for goodness sakes. Huh. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a whole new thing. How's that? How is that? It'll take 3 minutes. It's my fault. So this is, we need a 9.5 by 7. I am sorry. Okay, 9.5 by 7. And a 6 by 6. See if I can do it right. I'll tell you what I'm gonna oh, the best laid plans. Okay, remember, we're going to score the 9 at 5. And then we're going to turn it, and we're going to score a 1/2 inch. We're going to do it again, and we're going to score another 1/2 inch. Okay, we're back in business. I think. I hope. I'm sorry. Okay, this is the small side. We're going to cut this off. Angle the edge. Angle the edge. So you're going to see this again. Okay, and this is going to fold like so. And this folds back because your flat folds this way. Okay, now we're going to tape this down. I was trying to, oh boy, show you how one went, but I'm getting a mess here, Zandra. Making a mess. I'm getting messier. I don't know why, but it's okay. Okay, here's our 6x6. We're going to lay this down on the bottom. Line it up across the bottom. Line it up. Burnish it. Bring it down across the top. That's a little bit off as well. I don't know why. That's all right. Just a hair. Okay, there we go. Now, let's try this again. Pocket. We're going to put down a pocket. I have got to do the thumb hole. I didn't even look up. Is anybody saying, hi, Scrap? Oh, she's got the jelly plate. Hi, Vicky. Notch. Thanks, Top Knock. Thank you. I know. In fact, I'm going to go through and notch them all. Okay. Where is my envelope punch board? Where is it? Oh, no. Where is it? Well, where is it? Here it is. Okay, these measure 4.5. So you put your folded edge on 2 1/4. If you're going to use this, you certainly don't have to. 2 1/4, that's half. Now, the last time I made a mistake. This is, but we're going to cover this with pattern paper. We're going to make that pattern paper about 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch smaller. So when you notch out the pattern paper, it's probably going to be, I don't know, 4 1/8 or 4, something like that. I'll measure it. The last time I didn't, and all my things were off, if you'll remember, you were here. See, I got it. So when you do that with your pattern paper, 4 1/4, just remember, and I'm going to go ahead and do these so I won't forget. I'm just putting that line on, that score line on 4 1/4, and just get them all done. And that way I won't forget. Any questions about any of this? I've screwed up. I haven't been crafting. I've got to do the, I did get my ATCs. They're all out. Some of them has received them and said they liked them. I have all mine but one. And she said she sent them out. I haven't gotten mine yet. I don't know. Okay. Those are all punched. And okay, I'm going to put these aside and clean this up a minute. I can't do anything with these stupid fingernails. I give up. It drives me crazy. Can't stand this mess. Mess. Tape all over my scissors. Trying to think of something. We'll finish this up, I'm sure, next week. Can't seem to get going here. Thought I had it all down pat. Okay, so here's me working on the sample to show you. So we've got this put together. As I say, there's your flap. So we're going to put down our, pull off your tape backing. You have mitered your corners. You have cut out your thumb pull either with a circle punch or the tab punch. I fold in one side and the bottom. I lay it down. I'm working on the inside of the flap. Put it down, burnish it, fold this under, and then just lay it down like so. Now you've got to be careful. I wasn't real careful. It's all right. When the one on the inside cannot cross the fold line, and it'll break down because it's bulky. So it needs to be as close to the edge. So you got to kind of be careful with that to make sure that just lines up and doesn't cross it. Now we're going to do the back side. It's the same size pocket. On one of the books, and I think it was the Home Sweet Home book, one pocket was smaller. I decided to make these the same. You put it down the same way. You lay this on the very edge. On the back side, fold this under, and then just line it across the bottom and stick it down. So there is and there's your pocket for your tag, your big tag. And here's your pocket, and here's your pocket. And we got it together. I tell you. So there's two. Okay, now we're just going to start putting these together. Unless you have some questions. Now make sure when you cut this off, you cut it off the 4.5-inch side, the short side. The long side has to be there to attach to the back of the page. Cut this off. I turn this over because it's easier for me to cut off. Now, here's your flap. So these fold back on themselves. I've been folded. So fold them back and burnish them. Put on your tape. Using 3/8-inch tape. Or glue. You could glue these. Oh, I want to miter these corners as well. Take your 6-inch piece. This is 6-inch square. Pull off your tape backing. Lay this down right on that edge. Bring it up and lay it down. That one worked because I've got about a hair down here that's a little, it's fine. Now we're going to do our pocket. We'll put the tape on. I'm doing this like, I like putting down the pockets with the little flanges because you can utilize the full capacity of the pocket by tags or whatever. Now, if you use tape, you certainly have to make these little side flaps and fold them and whatever. You cannot use tape and just not do that. If you don't do that, then you do have to use glue. I miter the top as well. I don't know if I did the last one, but I do. I did see somebody else do this the other day on YouTube or somewhere when they were making a pocket. But most people don't. But fold them up, burnish them well. It's just stiff paper. Depends on your paper. Okay. Pull off your tape backing. I'm going to do the inside first. Do the same thing. I'm going to start here because, if I can, it's backwards to me, but I want to make sure I don't cover that. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Well, now I've got that a little wonky. I got to get my tape remover. But it's okay. I got a little bit of... Oh, come on. Let's see. I can't. I need more room. Oh, I can't find it. It's always right here. Where is it? Huh. Well, I haven't got time. I'll fix it. Gonna snake. It'll bit me. So far, we're going to have two parts. But I label them part 1, part 2. Then I do copy them and put them over on YouTube. I think they, you can, and there again, you can watch them on your... So there we go. There's another one. There's your pocket, and your sleeve. Okay. Uh-oh. Is that right? Yeah. Cut this off. You can fold them first or not, however you want to do them. I have to turn this over. I'll have all the papers cut. This folds back on itself. Oh, I want to tamper these two. Folds back on itself. Let's see, yeah. Like so. Okay, put your tape backing on. Okay, let's put the tape on the pockets. I'm reading. My phone is, my landline is unplugged. My cell phone is just vibrate, but it's clear over on my desk. Drives me crazy if it vibrates and I can't answer it, or I won't. You know, I'm not expecting anything major today, so it's over there. Okay, we're going to mire the corners again on the pockets. Just grin and bear it. I'm going to fold them and burnish them. Gotta make the banner. We're going to give that other banner away. It's all right with Carol. It's her paper. How's Barry? Anybody know? Talk to her, Carol. She doing okay? Hi, Gwen and everyone. Hi, Fairy Night. Am I missing something? I don't know what it would be. Don't know what you'd be missing. A nice crowd today. Gotta increase our crowd. I'd like to. Like some newbies. If you have anybody, bring them along. I'm getting more. I don't know how to advertise. I don't know how they get that many. How you get 1,000 on YouTube and all that, and even your Ustream. I mean, I forget what I've got, but not like some. Gotta advertise. Okay, here we go again. Take your 6-inch square. Pull off your tape backing. Lay it down. Right on the edge. Right on the very edge. Bring it down the side. See, this one's off a little bit as well. I don't know why. I don't know if my cutter's off. I don't know. I mean, it's not much, but it's enough to blow my mind. Okay, now we're going to take the tape backing off the little pocket. I'm going to put it in the center here. I'm going to do the inside. It's a little backwards for me. I just don't want to get into that groove, that fold. But then it makes it kind of off. Makes it a little bit of hair long. I'll get my thing and erase that glue. I mean, it's all right. Not going to hurt anything. I do have to take that off. Okay, now we're going to do the outside pocket. I got to go back and put on the belly bands. We got to put on the belly bands, but we'll finish these up and then go back and put on the belly bands. They don't take a minute. Okay, same thing. Lay it down on the edge. I kind of open it up and burnish that right in there. Fold that down, fold this down, and then just lay it down. There you go. Here's another one. I have been known to cut the wrong side. There it comes. Is Ashley still here? Ashley, I love your tea stain papers. I watched a big YouTube on that the other day, and I was going to try and do that myself. I don't know. I don't know if I want to hang all them outside. However, I don't know what else you do with them. But anyway, I was going to try a little bit of it. I did. It was really funny that you were doing that because I just there's a gal on there that makes those type of books. But hers are hand stitched. I don't know where yours are or not, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, hers are all hand stitched, and I have made hand stitched books a good while ago. In fact, we may do one in class. They're very simple to do. I mean, there's simple stitching, of course, and then there's more elaborate stitching. But basically, the base stitching, is very simple and they're really clever. But yeah, I saw and I watched several of her YouTubes. And then she showed how to tea dye and whatever. Um, I love them. I love that paper when it's finished, and they were like yours. I don't know whether I can't think of her name. I really can't. I never remember anybody's name. But I think they're gorgeous. You did a great job. If you're still here, Ashley, are you still here? Oh, they do. They dry faster in your heat. Oh, yours are hand stitched. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I love the hand stitching as well. Well, they're real clever and they're really pretty, and you did a great job. I love it. So I'm not going to steal your thunder. I might try to just make one for myself. Now, I am not going, I don't have a, have a clothesline, but you didn't have a clothesline either. But I thought it was funny the way you had them. I wouldn't think. I'll do like I used to make when I made homemade noodles. Lay them out on, uh, well, I couldn't do that. I'm going to say lay them out on newspaper on my table, but I probably won't even get it done. But I really like the look. I really, really do. And as I say, you did a great job. Well, I know, honey, but you, I mean, I kind of, you know, they're yours. But as you can tell, oh, what I do? I didn't tape that. Wait a minute. See, I tear these, saving time. Then I do this because I can't, I could roll them back, I guess. We're going to get our book put together, but that's probably going to be it. I really kind of need to be out of here by 3 if I can. If not, it's no catastrophe. I need to make some runs when I get done with some photos. Lay this down right on the edge. And then I kind of fold it back and kind of burnish that with my finger. Fold that down and bring it up. They're all about a hair off. I don't know why. Ooh, oh, great, Gwen. That was smart. Oh, my word in heaven. Hello, please. Oh, my goodness. What? I laid this right. That's all right. Right on top of my pocket. Dear word. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, these are about a 1/16 of an inch. I don't know why. I don't care. It's all right. It'll be fine. It will be just fine. Okay, now we're going to put down our pocket. It almost got put down. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to put down. Bring it in. Oh, I didn't do it from the other side. Ooh, yeah, ooh. Can I get you off without tearing everything up? Because I got it a little too close to my fold. That's why you really, really, really should there. Thank you. You really, really, really should put them on the inside So you make sure that you do not, and see, that makes it, but then when you put the back pocket on, there's a little hangover there, not very much, but when you put the back one on, that kind of meets up with that, and it's okay. There we go. There we go. See, that little hangover kind of meets up. Okay, we got one more, girls. One more. I'm going to cut this off. Make sure it's the 4 and whatever. 4.5. I'm going to correct the cutting guide. I tried to find the one that I had for the Home Sweet Home. I couldn't find it. I'm sure I saved it. I don't know how I saved it. I do that all the time as well. I don't know how I save things. Let's see. This goes like so, and this goes like so. See, the pocket folds in, and the flaps fold back on themselves. I like to come up with something easy and whatever, a little different without 10,000 folds and flaps, and I don't know. It's all right, and they're pretty when they're done and all that, but I think sometimes they're a little much. And I've made them. Okay. Then we'll do the belly bands. Then we'll make, let's see. Well, we'll do the belly bands, and we can make our hinge system. Or, no, let's cover the book. And then make our hinge system and try to get these pages put in our book. We should be able to do that. Oh, and we got our giveaway. Well, we have things to do. Everybody okay? I'm on Facebook and try to watch what's going on. Miter these corners, and this is a 45. Okay. We're going to put this down first. Take your, remove your tape backing. Here's your 6x6. Fold it down. Lay it right on the edge. Wait a minute. I need to open that, I'm sorry. About a 1/16 of an inch, or a 32nd. I don't know. Oh. I don't know why. Who knows? I think it's the scoring, but I use the fine tip of the scoring tool, so I don't know. Okay, now our pocket. Our little pockets. I love pockets. Love, love, love. Any questions? What Wendy? What Wendy, do you want Carol to add some veggies? I'm trying to acquire a taste for something. What are you acquiring a taste for? Oh, kale. Oh, I love kale and spinach and When I was a kid, I liked you're gonna think this is, I like Del Monte canned spinach. And when I was a kid, and most kids wouldn't eat it, I mean, wouldn't eat spinach, I uh, would take a can of Del Monte canned spinach. Mother always had it on hand. And open it up, put it in a little saucepan, a store, Mother called it, put it in a store with a pat of butter and eat it. Just a whole can of it. I loved it. Well, I still do. I don't eat a whole can of it. Ronnie likes it too, so we have spinach quite a bit. I had a girlfriend, and when she was pregnant, she craved kale. She would go, fresh kale, she would go to the grocery and buy bags of it, cook and eat it all by her little self, her and her baby. So there we go. We've got all of our pages. Here are 6 pages. Are there any questions? We got through it. I don't know how. Dear word. Shouldn't take that long. Well, I screwed up. I screw up once in a while. Here's our tags. We have them made, and I've got grommets, the big grommets, put in them. I'm going to tidy this up a wee bit, and now we're going to cover our front, back, and spine. There's my thing. I knew it's here someplace. What else? What else? What else? We're going to cover our front, back, and spine. I'm going to try to do it in one piece, and I'm going to try and wrap it. And if it cracks, I'm going to be real disappointed. I just think the book lends itself to being covered. I got stuff on the floor. But rather than cut it to the page, this paper is just going to make a beautiful book. We'll make a beautiful anything. I'm going to also, I'm trying to pick stuff up off the floor. I'm also going to make, I think, a flip album with the oh, I didn't do our belly bands. We got to do our belly bands real quick, real quick. I'm going to use this for the belly bands. The heavy duty. This is that Tombow Carol. I really like it. It's a heavy duty tape. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And you carry Tombow. It doesn't quite equal score tape, but it's close. It holds real well. There again, on our other of the other 2 books, the belly band was 2 inches. This is what did I say? This was 1.5 inches. Simply because that was scraps from my now. The belly band goes on the very back. Here's your front. Here's your flap. Here's your front. Here's your pocket. You turn it over, and here's the belly band. And that's plenty big enough. It really is. So we'll put these on the same way. Fold them down. We scored them at 1/2 inch on each end. Put it in the middle. I'm going to try to well, I got to clean that off too. That one's a little. I don't know whether it's. I use 99 and 9/10%. Unless you have ultra fine, thin paper, I use the small ball. That's crooked. On my stylist. If you have really thin paper, you really should use the I can't even talk. Yeah, this one is a little off center. This one is a lot off center. There we go. There we go. Okay, that finishes them up. Oh, I want to get this in my book. If we go over a little bit, it's okay. I just got to run out and take some pictures. I run around neighborhoods taking pictures of houses. Okay, that was a little, I got it up a little, well, let me see if I can fix it. Got it up a little high on the bottom here. Made it go over a little bit. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, there we go. So now they are finished with the belly bands. Now we're going to do our cover. I've chosen the paper that I'm going to use for the cover. I would have a drink of tea. Mermaid, Renee, smiling. Who's beautiful? Oh, I do too. That sounds great, Margaret Ann. I love phyllo pastry too. Okay. Here's the paper that I have chosen. I'm going to splice it together like I do, and I'm going to put it all out like so. I don't know. I just hope it doesn't. Now, we need this to wrap it an inch all the way around. So I'm going to splice these together like so. I'm going to cut them down, but we're going to need an inch. Well, okay, the spine's going to be in the middle because we're going to cover that up. And then we're going to do this at about 1/4 of an inch like we do. And like here. I could do that and then cut it, but I could move it up and cut it off. I'm talking to myself. So this is 6.5, so I need it 8.5 wide because I want an inch all the way around. So we're going to cut these papers 8.5, and then we're going to put them together. I haven't decided on one. Let's see. No, I want it this way. So that gives us a nice long piece of paper. Look, the back of this is so pretty. Oh, it's beautiful. 8.5. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take, and I don't lap it. Some people do, but I don't. I put it to, I just butt it up and tape it. And by the time you get this all put together, it is just fine. I don't like, and I have but when you put it on top of each other, it, I can't talk. It's a little thicker on the spine. It's fine. I have done it that way as well. I'm never faulting anybody for the way they do things. I'm just kind of sometimes referring to what some others do and just showing a different way to do something, but I would never do that. Getting hungry, so am I, Renee. I'm reading. It's called. Okay, I wonder how many Ustreamers we had today. We got 3 Ustreamers. Hello, Ustreamers. Come and join us. Okay, I'm going to turn this over. There's a direction this way, but if I do it this way, it doesn't matter. I need to take this off. Now, I'm going to start taping with core tape all the way around the outer perimeter, and then I'm going to tape it in the middle as well, like I do with my ATG gun. Ronnie's out playing golf, which I'm happy he is. Molly is up laying on the couch waiting for him to come home. He likes one of us here at least. He likes it when we're both here. He's in hog heaven. I've been working on my bedroom. I put up some new pictures. My bedroom needed some updating. They're really pretty. I had one great big wall, huge wall with nothing. But I didn't have enough room because across the room is my dresser and huge picture on it. So anyway, I put new pictures on. It looks really pretty. I read a lot in bed, of course, and I've got a laptop computer and a small travel-like printer up there because a lot of times I'll start my appraisals. Melly lays down with me, and then I watch a lot of our designer programs online, like Sandra's the other day, and I watch Sandra's YouTube. I'm going to try, Sandra, if she's still here. I bought a book I'm going to try to do, and of course Ashley's done this as well. What are they called? I don't know. Kind of like the delusions thing, but not exactly. Or Jim's home from Europe. Sounds like they had a fantastical time over there. That would be fun to do, and go over there and teach some classes. We have a lot of artists that go over there and teach. I've taught in a while. I don't want to do that. I like it. I'm fine where I'm at. Okay, now I'm going to put, okay, I'm going to use my gun. I'm going to put this down first. Pull off your tape backing. You want a lot of tape on your spine. You know, it holds it, and it, so I completely cover it with tape. I'm going to put it on first. Oh, don't forget to pull this off. I have certainly been known to do many times. Now we've got, now let's see, I'm going to mark that. If I can get, let's see, we got an inch. That's not an inch. We've got an inch on each end each side. Well, all the way around. We used to always do 1/2 inch, and I don't know, now that should give us 1 inch on the other end if everything's right with the world. I measured right, and it does. Okay, I think it's pretty straight, but who knows. Now, do the same thing on the sides. Remember to leave a good amount of space in between, especially with thicker paper. Then keep in mind when you put the inside cover on, you're also going to have additional thickness of paper. And it has got to be able to fold nicely or it will crack. And sometimes it just will crack anyway. I just get so upset. So I'm going to leave that much. I'm eyeballing it, I know, but it's a good quarter. It's a 1/4 of an inch. It is a good 1/4 of an inch. I used to always use, and you can use wet glue for this, and I used to always use wet glue. I used a certain book binding glue that I got online, and you could use any glue, quite frankly, but it was a good book binding glue. It kind of, I don't know, it kind of started warping. There we go. It's down. Now I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna use my brayer. Make sure we get a good stick. Okay, now I'm going to mark this around the ends. Cut this excess off. So I'm going to bring this in 1 inch as well and mark it and cut it off. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, I'm just going to use my knife and cut it off. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to use the perfect little ruler, Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo. And I have mine pre-marked because I use the same thickness of chipboard all the time, but you want to make sure that you don't cut that too short on the corners, because then it won't wrap. It'll wrap, but it won't wrap nicely. And you want pretty wrap. I used to just kind of do it on my own, and I'd hit and miss. Sometimes I'd get it okay, and then sometimes I wouldn't. These little rulers, and they have them Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo. It's called, I don't know what it's called. The Perfect Ruler, Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo.com. Okay. I am not reading the chat much, so if you have any questions, you got Margaret Ann and Janny and Carol, our leader. Okay, now I kind of take my bone folder and go around kind of. Some girl said one time, teach this paper where it's going to live. I always thought that was a great comment. And then I got to put that aside. Put that aside. And then I kind of fold it up, kind of pre-fold it. And there again, I don't know that I used to always use a ½ inch to wrap with. Well, I've been using an inch. I don't know why. Put your score tape all the way around. You could do this before you cut your corners. It'd be easier, but we'll go back and trim it. I'm putting a ½ inch, aren't I? Yeah. All the way around. And then I'm going to, on the outside of my score tape, I'm going to use my ATG to make sure. I mean, I could do another layer of this, but you don't have to burnish it. Somebody said the secret to your score tape, or probably any of your tape, red line, is to really score it good to get a good stick and get it all off. Okay. I do have to go back and clip these. I'm sorry. Oh. Been better. Easier. Whatever. I'm just cutting off the hangover tape. Let me get into my fold. Okay, there we go. I used to cut it every time I'd lay a piece down. It just picking up and laying down. I did a time study. I used to work in a factory, and I did a time study and had a suggestion on a tool. Time is money. Where it was a gauge type thing. We used to make airplane blades. And where you did 2 dimensions. And with 2 different tools. You pick up this tool, check it, lay it down, pick it. So I combined the 2 tools. On one end you did this, and then you turned it over and did this. And I got paid very nicely. I didn't get any royalties. I should have. But anyway, I did get paid very nicely for it. And they did a time study that showed that it saved time. Which in reality, for them, it saved them money. Now, why I got into that, I have no idea. Yes, Jen. Something else she can slather on her thighs. Well, I know. I do that frequently. I'm going to pull off the tape backing all the way around. I like to do the long sides first. My opinion is, and I've seen this too, when you cover these, you should, in my opinion, do the long sides first, both long sides. Do both of these and then these. Or if you do the short sides, do both of them and then this. I've seen them do, and I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to run some my short score tape. I ran out the last time we were on, and I haven't. I'm just putting this on the outside of the score tape. It will help ensure that we have enough. I think we do, but we won't have any loose edges. Okay, there we go. Now, we have already, now I start in the middle, and this paper is heavy. And push it down. Oh dear, it is heavy. Push it down. We're going to burnish, burnish, burnish. I've got things stuck everywhere. Come on, please. And then go back. Oh dear. Got something on the back of it here. I gotta get off. Glue. Okay, it's all right, but it's heavy. I start in the middle and go across and furnish it. Oh, I hope it didn't. And then I'm going to go back down this side like we do. See, there. Now, you've got to do your little side deals. Like you're wrapping a present and bring them in, and then do the same thing. And there's your cover. Well, it come out nice. Hope it stays that way. Now we got to put down, it's like when you're wrapping a present and you bring in the sides and then you go up and down or whatever. It's these little sides, and if you don't, they leave little, I don't know, tips or whatever. You want them down as best you can. Now that one over there didn't get, it'll be fine, but it didn't get in quite as, okay. Burnish, burnish, burnish. I have put off folding this, as you can see. Very gingerly. I left enough space, I think. I'm going to be okay. But kind of press down with your bone folder. Can you kind of press that down? Just do it at a 45 or 90 or whatever that is. Well, there's your spine. There's your book. Knock on wood, it hasn't. But I left quite a bit in there. And it folded all right. There's our book. Is that too pretty? Oh, I gotta hurry. Look what time it is. I don't know. Well, I've got, we usually are here at 3:30. I don't have to leave at 3, so I'm going to get this put together now, but I haven't picked out my pages for the center. Oh. I wonder. Nope. Well, now I could. I could use the same paper I use. Oh, I love this. Oh, word. Love that too. I use that. Do you like that? I love that, but not for the inside. I love that, but I don't want polka dots. This is pretty too, but I don't want that. And I don't want that. What do I want? I want this. Do you like this? Hello? So far, so good. I know. I know, Mary May hadn't cracked yet. Knock on wood. Okay. I like that for the inside. That's too dark. That's too whatever. Then that or that. I like either this or this for the inside. What do you think? The plaid. Yeah, I like the plaid too, Jenny. Well, thank you for your input because I like it too. Oh, but it's not gonna, well, it's gonna be covered up. Let me see. Okay, I like the plaid. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Get online, get it ordered. Okay, I got that too. Okay, now I need, okay, this is going to be, if we do this at 6, oh good, I'm going to do it at 6 and splice it. I'm going to do it at 6 and splice it because I want one continuous deal. See, that's not 6. That's not 6. And I put it on 6. See, that irritates me. It'll be all right, I think. Barely. Well, no, not barely. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Talking to myself. Okay, I'm going to splice them together. What? I put it on 6. Splice them together. It will be covered up with the spine, or with the, not the spine, but the, oh, whatever. I didn't even get that straight. What's the matter with me? There is my phone. I'm busy. Leave me a message. I'm trying to set an appointment. Probably what that is, to do an appraisal. Okay, I did have to trim that off. Okay. Now, oh dear, I'm going to turn that off. Okay. Shoot, hoot. What in the world happened here? I mean, I cut that at 6 inches. What in the world happened? It's going to be all right. Thank goodness it wouldn't have been all right if I hadn't had a 1/2 inch deal. It would not have been all right. For an inch, I mean. If I'd have used a 1/2 inch fold, it wouldn't have been all right. Okay, this is going to go in the middle like so. Yeah, it's fine. Now I want to take off. I'm going to cut this off at about there. Are you with me? Can't find my mark. There it is. Well, what is the... Oh, I hate these rulers. I do. And I buy them all the time. It's got glue all over the back of it. Okay. Okay. It's all over my table. Okay, here we go. We're going to tape it down. Put it down. Then we're going to make our spine, which does not take very long. We're going to get our spine done, get our thing done, get them in. Oh, we got to do the giveaway. Got to do the giveaway. I thought there'd be more people here today with the giveaway. I wonder why Judy hasn't been here for a while. Or Mickey. They come all the time. You guys see and say, hey, we miss you. Is Amanda here today? Hi, Amanda. I didn't know you were here, honey. BG Crafter, I didn't know you were here. Char. Who'd I miss? L Nails. Who did I miss? Cher. Hi, Cher. Okay. All right. We're going to pull off our tape backing. We're going to run some down the middle like we do. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put some down like I do. They have this dispenser. Barry ordered them at the store. I screwed that up. I'm bending this. Oh, darn it. It is a 1/2 inch, which I use a lot. I use my 1/4 inch more for cards. I got to make some cards. Okay, I got glue all over me. Okay, here we go. I bent that a little. It'll be okay. Okay, now, I've stood up and done this before, but I'm going to try to do it. I have plenty of room. There we go. Down. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's a little, but not much. There again. Be ginger. But don't do too much with that. With your bone folder, you can tear that. I've done that before as well. I got this a little better on this side than I did the other. Ooh. Yeah, I got it a little better on the other side. Okay, let's burnish it down. Oh, I love the plaid. It's just too cute. Okay, there we are. There is our cover. So far, so good. I'm gonna all wrapped. It wrapped. There's the inside. And we're going to put our spine here and put our pages down. So we're going to make our spine real quick. That doesn't take very long. Okay, I need a piece of 8.5 by 11. I used to always use 12-inch, but you don't need to. This measures the size of your pages, which is, let me pick this up. Your pages are, let's see, it's going to be like this. Going to measure so that's 6. I'm going to make those 5 7/8. Because these are going to cap over your spine, and we're going to miter the corners as well, but I'm going to make it a little less than 6 to give you a little wiggle room. And I'm going to do it the way I always do it. I might do a little deal on this. It's a takeoff of somebody else's, of Kathy Orch's, but I do it a little different. Okay, so I start out with 1 inch, half, quarter. I found that 1 inch is enough to fold back under. I don't use it spread out. I just use the spine in the middle, and it looks real clean. So we're going to start out with 1 inch, and then we're going to do half, quarter. Half, quarter. Half, quarter. Half, quarter. Half, quarter. Now I got to count, see how many. I'm getting close. So 2 halves and a quarter is 1 fin, or 1 half, quarter is 1 fin. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more. Now on the last, I need 1 more half. Because the very last one, then you do your inch. So you have an inch at both ends. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need a half. I need a half. Make sure. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The very last half, you do not do your quarter, you do your 1 inch. You do your 1 inch. So we're at 8. So we're going to go to 9.5. Okay, now I'm going to cut that extra off. So an 8.5 by 11 is for a 6-inch book with a 1/4 inch gap. Your 8.5 by 11 paper is enough. You can make this an inch gap. Now then you fold these and burnish. And I fold these end pieces back and forth because you're going to fold them under and tape them to the bottom or the back of your spine before you put it down. Now I do my 1/2 inch. I go through and I fold my 1/2 inch jobbies. My half inch. And then I burnish them. And then when I start taping them together, I'm going to burnish them. Then I fold my 1/4 inch back on itself when I start taping them down. Okay, now you're going to put tape on one side. I'm going to use the 3/8 inch tape. I love score tape. I do too, Carol. Okay. 3/8 inch on every other 1/2 inch. You're going to have 6 places taped. Classique Beauty. Is that the way you say it? Is Classic Beauty or Classique or whatever with the Q? Beautiful paper. It is beautiful paper. It really is. Okay, here I go again. Oh, these aren't too bad. Okay. Now, when I pull this off and start, you've got 6 1/2 inch, 1/2. There's 1/2. So you're going to pull this off, and you're going to fold them down, and that's going to make, and then you're going to fold back on your 1/4 inch. That's the way I fold. You could fold your 1/4 inches now. I just find when you put that down, then I bring it back and I fold that down. This is stiff paper as well. there is one hinge, fin, whatever you want to call it. There's one. I'm going to hurry. You got to stay for the giveaway. Oh, I screwed up. I didn't screw up yet. Now I fold this back on the 1/4 inch and burnish it as well. You want these as accurate as you can get them, so your pages are in there nice and even. This is heavier paper than I thought it was. There we go. And then go in between and burnish in between so they're all burnished. Now, I'm going to miter the corners. It's easier to do now than putting it down. I certainly have. Well, I'm going to put the, now you're going to turn it over and lay it as flat as you can and put tape along those 1 inch. Let's see. Yeah, put tape along those 1 inch side pieces on both sides. Turn around, do the other side as well. It's hard to lay these flat once you once you've done your hinges. We'll finish it. I'll have the papers cut. I'll have the dimensions for the papers and have them cut, and then we'll embellish all the pages and of course the cover. Okay, now you've got this taped. This is the side pieces right here. You're going to fold these back on each other like so. Then you're going to tape this real well, and that's what you're going to put in the center of your book. Okay. We've done this 1,000 times, but there may be some newbies that haven't seen how I do this or how I do mine. I discovered this by accident. We were making the tag book. I just like the finished look. I like the finished look of the inside all one piece, and I like the finished look of this with this folded over like so, because then this is your hinge deal, your system, and they're all even. Now we're going to go back. Well, I'm going to tape it. You tape it both sides. Now you could glue them. I tape them. You have more wiggle room. I know, Margaret Ann. And you do. But I still tape them. And then I'm going to miter the corners, and then we're going to put it down, and we're going to put the pages in. Oh, hello. I hit the camera. I just, there's no wiggle room per se. But they're not hard to put in because they cup over them. If you cut that like it was 6 inches to 5 7/8 and miter the corners, they just kind of cup over it, and they're really not that hard to put down. But there again, you have to put tape on both sides of your hinge, of course. I think it's a little, these are stiff. Boy, this paper is stiffer than I thought. Be a nice sturdy book. Okay, now I'm going to burnish real quick. get our pages in, then we're going to do a giveaway, and that'll be it. But we better hurry. I better hurry. I don't know who's still here. Is Sandra here? Wish Barry would get back. Where did she move to? Nome? Oh. Oh, Lordy. I'm stuck to the tape. The hinges are stiffer than a new broom. Oh, and I just tore that. Great. That's all right. Oh, word. Okay. Now we're going, it won't hurt. Okay, now just take and I take my big scissors and just miter these corners. They just help, it just fits better. Didn't used to do it. But we're almost there, kids. I haven't read a thing. Okay, now we're going to put it in the book. Now you go back to the back and you put a lot of score tape on the spine because it's got to hold it down. I taped the whole thing down through the middle of the spine. And of course that went on crooked as a dog's hind leg. Great. Ah, trying to hurry now. Don't hurry. I don't know why. Okay, now pull your tape backing off. I'm going to put some here and get that covered up real well. Got to be covered up real well. Okay. Oh, I didn't get that either. I can't get that corner covered. That corner has got to be covered. I can't get it covered. Still not covered. What's the matter with it? There we go. Splicing. Okay. Now we're going to put it in the book. I'm going to make this the front. Okay, now you still got your score tape on both sides. This is all completely taped. You're going to put this right in the middle, and you're going to have you can measure this and mark it. I usually just look at it. It usually lines up with your inside lining. This is just, that's too far. It's usually just about even. There we go. Stick her down. Whoa. And burnish, burnish, burnish. Then we're going to put in our pages. And that's going to be it for today. Okay, now get your pages. It's going to be a pretty book. Really, really. Okay, now I start at the back and put my pages in the back. Is everybody okay? I haven't got to visit. I don't know what you're talking about. Something, there's my name. Gwen. What expression? Oh, stiffer than a new broom? My mother used to say that all the time. Stiffer than a new broom. She used to say something else too, but it's kind of naughty and I won't say that. My mother had all kinds of funny sayings. Stiffer than a new broom. Okay, I'm going to throw this away. We'll put these pages in real quick. We'll do the drawing and then we're toast. Doesn't take long to put them in. I start at the back. Here are your pages. Now here's the side that, you know. So I start at the back and I lean it over and pull off one side of your tape backing. And then stand this up like so and get it even because this should be the width of your spine. Then you go like that and stick that down. Then I lay it down, kind of turn it around, open it up, and I use my tweezers for this and go up in there. Now I gotta loosen it up. This it is different. I don't want to cut it. There we go. Kind of loosen your tape. Now there again. And then I stand it back up, and then push it down. Now it's going to be, you know, it'll lay flat. Okay, there's one. Gotta hurry. Oh, what happened here? Oh, okay. Come loose. There's tape. I have tape every place today. My word. Okay. Stand it up. Kind of cup it over the hinge. Like so. Line it up. Go across the back. Stick it down. Fold it down. Go in there with some. I don't like going in there with this, but it does. And then go in with your tweezers and pull off the tape. Can you see? And then stand it back up so it's square. Tape it down. There's two. We're getting down to the short rows. Stand it up. Put it down. Rub across the back. Lay it down. Go up in there and loosen up your tape. And take your tweezers. I just loosen it with that and stand it back up and then go across the front. See, they're going to stand up, but they'll lay down. They always do. Do the back. Lay it down. We're almost there. Start thinking of your numbers, 1 to 50. Don't start until Carol tells you to start. Not yet. I haven't picked a number yet. Yay. We're down to we're almost there. Oh, I love making books. Love it. But I think that's all I know how to do. It really isn't. I just make a lot of them. I use them as gifts. I made a baby book for a friend of mine, had a great nephew. I got to make the card to go with it. And I'm gonna. What was it I said? Oh, I want to try to make a. What are those? What are the? Actually, are you still here? What are they called? Like that Delusion and Jim make, but I don't want to make them like that necessarily. What are they called? Artist journals or scrap journal? I don't know. Okay. Now this last one is a little harder because it curves in, but it's okay. You really need to stand this one up when you put it down. Now stand it up and put it down. Okay. Now they are going to, well, you're going to fold them in because they're new and they're stiff. And sometimes I put a rubber band around them, let them set overnight with wear and tear. Okay, there is our book. Margaret Ann, book. Book, there's our book. Oh, it is going to be, this is going to be our focal point right here with you know what. Isn't she gorgeous? Okay, Carol, I forget how to do that. Oh, now wait a minute. Oh, I got to put it down here. Okay. Between 1 and 50. 1 and I'm thinking, I haven't done it yet. 1 and 50. Oops. Did you get it, Carol? Now how do I get back? Did you get it, Carol? You can? Okay. Well, we'll do another one. How did I private chatted her? See, I don't know how to do that. Did you see it? Carol got it. Well, everybody else did too. Well, they said you could see it. Wait a minute. Margaret Ann, did you see it? Margaret Ann. Oh, you see. Okay, no, we have to do it over. We have to do it over. Do it over. We have to do it over. Okay, I got you. Okay, I'm going to do another one. Okay, we're going to do another one. Do it over, do it over. We can see it on the, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Carol, private chat. Okay, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do another number. Uh, okay, Carol, I sent it. You can't see it now. You couldn't see it then. I was turned it completely around. Okay. we are giving away, if you'd like to know, we are giving away the July 4th banner we made the other day. I'm trying to get it to show you. Here it is. Here's our banner. Our 4th of July banner. There it is. Is it too cute? USA. This is what we're giving away. I will send it out. I'll try to tomorrow. I'm going out. I'll get it packed up tonight and keep going, Carol says. Here it is. Oh, I love it. And this ribbon. Whoever wins it, I really would like for you to let me know you receive it. You know, you don't have to say, oh, Gwen, this is absolutely gorgeous and all that. That's not the point. I just want to make sure it gets there. All right, okay. Keep going, she says. Keep going. There's a lag. Hi, Susan. Hi, Susan. You just getting here? Hi, Susan. You haven't been here for a while. Here it is. Here's one of the banners. And then here's the front one. The focal one, this ribbon. Oh, that ribbon is just to die for. Char, congratulations. Which one? It was 25. Congratulations, Char. Hi, Susan. Well, it's going to be in the mail. I'll try to get it down tomorrow. Char, will you email me your mailing address and particulars, your name, mailing address, and whatever, to gcasteel@comcast.net. GCASTEEL @comcast.net. Congratulations. It's a pretty banner. It's beautiful paper. And there again, you know, Barry and Carol provided the paper for both of these projects. They provided every bit of it. Keep that in mind. They are so generous. They really, really are. Now, I use a few odds and ends, not very much. I try not to when I'm doing with their things. I get carried away. But virtually everything on this will be theirs, and everything on this was theirs as well, except the rings. Everything on this was from Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo. Okay, guys and girls, and well, we don't have any boys. I always want to say hello, boys and girls. We don't have any boys. We could use some boys. Margaret Ann, Janny, Carol, thank you all for being here and supporting me and modding and everything. And thank you, the rest of you, for showing up every week. I love, love, love. We need more. I don't know what else to do. There'll be 2 recordings. It'll be part 1, part 2 of the new Classique Beauty Mini. I will update the cutting guide, and then I will provide when we do next week. Well, now here's our book. We're going to finish up. We're going to do the outside, and of course, we're going to cover all the pages. I may ink around the papers, but I didn't ink around the pages. I just wanted to clean. So there's the basic book. I'll get this in the mail tomorrow. I got to go out and do a couple appraisals tomorrow. And that's going to be it for today, you guys. Thank you, Margaret Ann, honey. Thank you. You're going to have something coming your way pretty soon, Margaret Ann. I'll let you know. Jenny, you've got something coming your way as well. You guys are welcome. What a nice turnout. We always do. We always do. Tell Barry, Carol, tell Barry hello. Give her a hug. Thank you very nice. You're welcome. Janny, all of you for coming. I appreciate it very much. And it's fun. I love doing it. So we're going to finish this next week, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do the next week. Um, okay, that's it. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe. And I will see you next week. Same place, same station. Bye-bye.